it's gonna be a very good fight for me.
Islam Makhachev is turning heads ahead of his potential debut in the welterweight division, and the latest whispers from his training camp have added even more intrigue to what promises to be an exciting matchup against Jack Della Maddalena. Joe Rogan was visibly impressed after seeing footage of Islam Makhachev's training camp, especially noting his size and conditioning. In a clip titled "Joe Rogan Shocked Watching Islam Makhachev Train with 170 Pounds Weight," Rogan reacted with disbelief at how Islam carried extra muscle without losing his usual fluid movement. He said it's rare to see a fighter add mass yet maintain the sharpness in grappling and striking, a sign that Makhachev is preparing for challenges in the higher weight division.
When a guy like Islam Makhachev, who is the UFC lightweight champion, the pound-for-pound best fighter on earth, when he gets into the cage on the day, whatever it is, that Saturday night, this is a peak of performance and training that cannot be maintained. You're getting it to right when your body can recover and is forced to maintain this insane level of fitness, and then you have to take a break.
Former flyweight champion Demetrius Johnson is confident that Makhachev's pressure and ability to control the pace of a fight will eventually overwhelm Della Maddalena. Johnson believes that Makhachev's relentless takedowns and powerful knee strikes will wear Della Maddalena down, forcing him into uncomfortable positions where Makhachev can dominate.
Who you got? Ilya Islam.
I've got Makhachev.
I got Makhachev as well.
And I've got Makhachev second round TKO with a knee in the
Oh, yeah, you going bad rounds.
Yeah, I think he'll shoot a couple takedowns. Ilya will stuff it. Ilya will catch him a few times and people will go ooh and ah. And then when they clash again, I think Makhachev will go grab him. Ilya will think, oh, he's shooting again. Tie clinch, bang, body, knee to the head. Ilya's all of a sudden stumble downhill from there. I think he beats Oliveira with a body shot though.
Several analysts have praised the evolution of Islam Makhachev's striking. Former UFC champion Robert Whittaker highlighted this after Islam's dominant win over Alexander Volkanovski at UFC 294, saying Makhachev's stand-up has shown significant evolution.
Definitely, but like I said, it is hard to try to get like an accurate gauge on what it's going to look like, not knowing how Islam is going to look when he moves up. Okay, it's always the question everybody asks when anybody is moving up a weight division or down a weight division. Okay, there's so many unknowns involved. But saying that, I think that Islam can do everything that Bilal does, but way better. Okay, way better. So, and the fight, I thought Jack handedly had the fight, but it was a fight. Okay, so I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Jack.
Makhachev's move to 170 pounds is undoubtedly a bold one, but it's not without its risks. He vacated his lightweight title earlier this year, signaling his intention to move up a division. However, there's an ongoing debate about how well his grappling will adapt to a bigger and stronger opponent in Della Maddalena, who has proven his mettle in the welterweight division. Chael Sonnen believes that if Makhachev loses to Della Maddalena, it would complicate his return to 155 pounds. The lightweight division has evolved, with new fighters now ruling the roost, and Makhachev could find it difficult to reclaim his title if he were to falter in this new weight class.
Islam is headed to Madison Square Garden to fight Maddalena. According to Khabib, the only way you are going to get Islam and Ilya is if Jack wins. If Jack is to win, where does that take him? The reason you can't answer that question, nobody's expecting Jack to win. That's a problem for selling out the Garden, except you have a reality, and the reality is Jack is one hell of a hard fight. And the only way you can make money is with an anticipation. I'm just asking you, is that a main event at Madison Square Garden? Yeah, I sure think so.
However, others like Gilbert Burns believe that Della Maddalena's grappling defense could be the key to making this a competitive fight. Burns has praised Della Maddalena for his skills on the feet and thinks that with the right approach, he could neutralize Makhachev's wrestling and keep the fight standing.
What did you think about the Islam vacating the belt and going up and immediately getting a shot at the welterweight bout? And what do you think about that? And how different is that fight going to play out than what we saw versus Bilal?
That's going to be a great fight. Islam is working very hard. He's been saying vocal that he wants to go up to 170. I think he's big. I think he's a big boy. He killed himself to make 55. I think that's the right division for Islam. He just tweeted something after the fight that he will not vacate the title, and then he vacated the title. I don't know. I think he was a little, okay, if you're going up, we gotta, I don't know, but probably that was in the negotiation. And yeah, I like him moving up. I proving himself. He's #1 pound for pound right now. It's a good fight. Jack and Islam closer than people think, especially with Jack Della Maddalena doing a lot of training with Volk, with Craig Jones, those guys that kind of crack the Islam on that first Volk fight. I think they're gonna have a lot of info, a lot of study, a lot of answers. It's closer than people think, this fight. I really like this fight. I don't have time right now. I didn't have time to dig deep a little too much in that fight, but I think it's way closer than people think. And JDM has a clear shot on beating Islam, you know?
Others like Jorge Masvidal have also expressed concerns about Makhachev's potential struggles at 170 pounds. Masvidal believes that while Makhachev was dominant at lightweight, the weight cut took a toll on him. Now that he's moving up, Masvidal thinks Della Madalena's aggression and finishing ability could be the perfect weapon to exploit any weaknesses Makhachev may have in his new weight class.
I've seen Islam, bro. He's a big guy. He's sucking out a lot of weight to get to 55. I think he might start doing better at 70. Problem is though, Jack is special. We're gonna see just how special he is if he beats Islam Jack, #1 pound for. Wow, that's impressive. You know, I'm leaning towards Islam, brother.
Oh, really?
You know, but I really think it's gonna be a tough fight for him, but a great fight, man.
Jack was able to defend takedown attempts by Bilal.
Bilal has the best cardio in MMA, but Bilal doesn't have Islam's technique. Not same technique, not same. Very good, very aggressive. Bilal never stops. A dog, attack. But Islam is like smart, man. Boom. You know, Islam's level of wrestling is above. His stand-up game is improving. I don't think he could go stand-up in the beginning with Jack. Jack has way better hands, way better range, faster, stronger. But as the rounds go on later and later, he could do.
As the fight approaches, it's clear that there are a lot of questions hanging in the air. Will Makhachev's wrestling be enough to control the bigger Della Maddalena, or will the Australian's striking and size prove too much for Makhachev to handle? It's a matchup that could redefine the careers of both fighters, and as the UFC world watches closely, it's sure to be a thrilling contest whenever it takes place.